Hey guys, it's Cash, and today I'm going to talk about cyberstalking. So what cyberstalking is, it's repeated use of electronic communications to harass or frighten somebody. So I talked about this briefly in my human trafficking video. It's basically done for control over the victim and to neutralize them. So cyberstalking falls under the human trafficking control tactics, also with gangstalking and intimidation harassment. So a few things that go on in cyberstalking are webcam hacking. This is huge. This is actually like a business. People hack into women's webcams, get them going about their daily routine, maybe catch them undressing, and they sell that. So you need to be mindful of your webcam at all times, maybe get a cover, because this is an actual business. Computer hackers will go on women's computers, and if they have any naked photos or videos, those could all be compromised as well. So I spoke about malware. There was malware downloaded into my computer by an ex of mine during the relationship. It was installed in my computer basically just to track my communications with everybody and know of my whereabouts. These people also use GPS, geotagging. Social media plays a big part in placing people. So if you have any social media networks, it's probably a good idea not to share your location. I had to learn this all the hard way. I went from 5 social media networks to now being on 1. Online threats, it's common. Memes, people use memes. They'll have people send memes to you via text, send video messages to you, just indirect ways of harassment. There also is an element of online monitoring where they can watch what you're doing, what you're searching, what you're looking up, and then someone will repeat that back to you in the street. Just a random stranger will talk about the same thing that you were searching on the internet. And that's the way that they get you to start thinking, oh my gosh, and paranoid, because this is all done to elicit those types of feelings and emotions of paranoia, fear, and ultimately just to neutralize you as the victim. So they can hack into your social media accounts. I've had this done. I had a business Instagram. I no longer know the password. And then all of a sudden people are telling me that I'm stalking them, that I'm looking at their stories. And the only thing that I can think is that it was through the business Instagram or a different Instagram that I no longer have the password for. So they can try to make you look like you are the one actually doing the stalking when you are not. I had a big issue with my ex and his girlfriend. She was telling me I was cyber stalking her when in reality I was still talking to him, and as us women do, I would peep her stuff, get myself feeling some type of way, and then argue with him about it. And then from all of that, she got that I was stalking her. That's like base level stalking? Do all women do it? Yeah, we're all guilty of it. We all peep stuff that we shouldn't see. But was I compromising her emails and showing up at her home and telling her what her address was? No, I was not. So a big thing about me being cyberstalked, this was a means of revenge for some people that I had upset in the past. So with this, I wrote the blog. So I used the blog as a healing tool that upset a lot of people. A lot of people thought that maybe that was harassment, but I didn't go out of my way. I didn't use people's real names. I just wanted to get that out of me. I didn't ask anybody to read it. So if they read it, that was on their own accord. I didn't send it to them. I didn't do anything of that nature. But slander, defamation, and libel are all covered by the truth. So when it was flipped around and reversed on me, they were saying things about me that were not true and were completely defamatory. And that is another thing that will happen. A smear campaign will be run on a victim of a cyberstalking harassment campaign as well. So since all this happened, I was the social media queen. I had every form of social media that you can imagine. You know, I love to post things on my accounts, especially Facebook, because it gives you the memories and you look back at what you did like a year or two later. You know, I always enjoyed that. But I learned throughout this whole process that the more that you post on social media and the happier that you are, people do not like that. People do not like to see people happy in life. And that is something that I learned through this whole experience. So now I'm down to just one social media outlet. I'm down to Instagram, and my Instagram is still being viewed by these people. I'll post things, you know, here and there, like little catty things, petty things, and I'll get a response somehow, you know, maybe another meme sent to me or something like that. So I'm not asking anybody to look at my stuff. It's private for a reason. I can assure you that I am not looking at anybody's stuff. I do not want to know what anybody's doing. All I really care about is myself and what I'm doing. So as bad as that sounds, it's the truth. Social media, after this whole experience, I am completely over it. I make these YouTube videos, I do my little Instagram thing, take a picture here and there. That's it. And I am completely content with that. So I'm not looking at anybody's stories or looking at your Facebooks or anything, so we can stop all that stuff now. So this violation of my civil rights and privacy was a revenge campaign for what I had posted on the blog, which there are two sides of every story. You know, I told the truth the best that I could. I didn't really portray myself in the greatest light either. I did do some crazy reactive things in that relationship, but I don't really think that it was deserving of a year's worth of cyber stalking, slander, and smear campaigning. But oh well. But with that said, here's my book that details the trauma that was endured in that relationship, and based on the blog. So it is called Escaping Possession. It's available on Amazon and now available on Kindle. If you have any questions about cyber stalking, what I've been through, if you want to share your story down below, please do that, because I find that a lot of people read the comments section, and you guys sharing your story and people reading it makes people feel better too. So share your stories. Like if you like what I'm saying, dislike if you don't like it, and please subscribe down below. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, and God bless.